Yes, it is time to put my 125 through the MOT again. He did well last year. Let's see how he gets on this year. I remember last year's MOT like it was yesterday. It certainly doesn't feel like it's been 12 months since we took this bike in for an MOT. And he really did do well last year. Last year he went in for his MOT and just got a straight pass, which was certainly a change to what we'd been accustomed to with this bike. Rafiqi's first 3 MOTs with me were a fail, a fail and a fail. And so last year, to go in for his MOT and just get a straight pass was a pleasant surprise. I certainly hope that was him turning a corner with regards to his MOTs. So, am I worried about this MOT at all? Well, not really. I mean, he seems okay. He's in good condition. Everything seems to be working properly, or at least everything that I've remembered to check seems to be working properly. I did have to change his headlight bulb the other day because after last week's paint and bike night and milkshake run, on the way home in the dark, his headlight kept on going dim and then bright and then dim again and then bright, back and forth and so on. And it would happen to have been the one time that I was riding home on my own, because everybody else had gone back in a Paignton direction and I'd headed towards Newton. So the one time that I'm riding on my own at night and his headlight bulb decides to start playing up. So we changed the bulb and that seems fine. Other things, well, the only other thing that I really want to do to this bike is I want to change his tyres. That's why you don't trust a green light. Yes, I would like to change his tyres. The tyres that he's got on at the moment, they've got enough tread on them, but they're just getting a bit old. And not only are they getting old, but I have to say, I know the Michelin Street Pilots are a popular choice for these bikes, but I just don't rate them. There's certainly not much cop in the wet, and give it a couple of months and winter will be here and we'll be out rainy riding again. I think having Larron has made me realise how your tyres are meant to be in the wet, because Larron's got some pretty good tyres. So I wouldn't mind changing them anyway. Like I say, they're getting old, they certainly need changing. So I'm going to take the opportunity to change to something other than the Michelin Street Pilots that everyone seems to have. We'll see if we can get something a bit better. Well, we'll see what the MOT man makes of our tyres anyway. Well, he passed. Yes, I think Rafiqi has turned a corner on his MOTs. That's the second year in a row now that he's gone in for an MOT and got a straight pass. And not just a straight pass, but a straight pass with no advisories. Now, I don't mind advisories. If there's something on my bike that's going to need attention in the near future, I would rather they told me about it than not. But when you take your bike in for an MOT and it gets a straight pass with no advisories, you know your bike's in good order. Now, when Lauren went in for her MOT, she failed. And then when she went in for her retest, I remember saying, pass this one and I'll take you to Paint and Bike Night tonight. And by some coincidence, it just happens to be Wednesday today, and that genuinely is a coincidence. So now I'm thinking Paint and Bike Night. In fact, I was thinking Paint and Bike Night earlier whilst I was waiting for the MOT to be done. But to take this bike to Bike Night isn't as simple as pass the MOT and I'll take it to Bike Night. You see, I may have a little pillion to take with me tonight. It's always a possibility on a Wednesday. Sometimes one of them will join me and sometimes they won't. So there I am, sitting, eating my lunch, waiting for the MOT to be done, thinking to myself, if Rafiki passes his MOT and I don't have any pillions, then I'll take him to Bike Night. He's passed his MOT, but I won't find out until later whether I've got any pillions to take with me or not. So Rafiki, you may be joining me at Bike Night tonight, but you may not.